Welcome back to TCC Cars. I'm Craig.
And I'm Brian.
We're at the Chicago Auto Show, Brian, and this is a all new.
Yes, all new Volkswagen Tiguan. I actually liked the old Tiguan quite a bit, but it felt a little long in the tooth, and now it's all new. It's actually graduated off MQB to a different, what's the other platform called?
EQB, Evo.
Yes, it's MQB Evolution, so it's the next generation of that, and it's new top to bottom, inside out, everything. Pretty cool, including the powertrain's been updated and retuned. All it's still 2-liter. We'll talk about that in a minute, but anyways, we're gonna cover exterior right now, and I'm just gonna get it out of the way. I think it's incredibly handsome. They've got the look going. Now this is an R line. We don't know official launch pricing quite yet. That'll be available later in the spring, but it starts at $28,800 on the base trim. So that's your ballpark starting point. I would expect it to go into the low 40s. So I expect this thing's low 40s as it sits with 4Motion and all that kind of stuff. But let's talk about the look. You have IQ lighting, much like the other EV stuff that you have from Volkswagen. Even the non-EV, the Atlas has this lighting too. I've experienced this on other Volkswagens. It's very good. Gets the job done. Very happy with that. Let's go to the look on it, Craig. You do have the brow going across, which is a good illumination package you see on a lot of Volkswagen these days. It works. The illuminated logo, this being the R line, having the R being dimensional right here, it's a good look. They've done a good job with it. Down low, you've got a lot of blackout going on, and this is a functional air vent right here for, you know, honestly, chasing MPG. That's the reason for that. Cooling brakes and everything else. Down at front, I don't see any fog lights, but we do have parking sensors and a mostly covered up front nose because you don't need that much for cooling these days. You do a front forward camera and a grayed out lower valence. Pretty good, and I've got to say, this is a pre-production model, and Volkswagen's very good at panel gap, and I'm just looking, they've not gone backwards. Everything looks exactly as it should. If you see some other brands, there's variance in panel gaps. Volkswagen's very good about getting that right. So let's carry on down the side, Craig. We'll talk about wheel and tire. In fact, Craig's on the outside of the corral. I'm gonna grab this and I'll fly this one solo. So wheel and tire wise, we have Pirelli Scorpion Zeros. These are all season tires, 235, 40, 20. These are 20s, Craig. That's a lot of wheel for something like this. Now, Craig and I are going to talk a lot about the overlandability of crossovers because we just want to take everything and put it in the dirt and make it a rally car. Piano black, fender flares, kind of tells you it's not meant to do that in this trim, although maybe they do another trim kind of like the base camps. Maybe that's what they do with it at some point. I'd like to see that. You do get painted mirror caps, integrated LEDs in here, traditional Volkswagen door handles. I like the logo here on the actual B-pillar. That's pretty cool. Up top, you get a roof rail, which feels very sturdy. It is metal too, that's not plastic. That's kind of nice to see an aluminum piece like that. Coming up back, you've got more of the same wheel and tire. And of course the fuel door, you gotta open it from the inside, so we don't know what that is. Let's take a peek back here. IQ lighting continues on the rear. And I love the lighting package. So much like the Atlas, their lighting's gotten really good on their Volkswagen stuff on all of them lately. It looks great, it's iconic. I recognize a Volkswagen at night now and I never used to. So I really appreciate that. That includes the rear illuminated emblem as well. Big fan of that. So looking down low, you've got more of the mesh that you have in the front. Reflector, backup sensors. I don't see a hitch, Craig. I'm gonna peek under here and get a look at the Evo platform. Yep, fully independent suspension, dual exhausts, all off of a single muffler, turned down. One thing I like about this, Craig, what do you not see?
Exhaust pipe?
Fake tips. There's no fake tips here, so big fan of that. That's pretty nice. But I can tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like a 2-liter Volkswagen with the EA888 4-banger. That's all I need to know. Let's check out under the hood. All right, boys and girls, let's check out the under the hood. You're gonna be surprised what's under here. Are you, Craig?
Not real surprised.
I'm surprised there's hood dampers on this thing. That's nice to have that for once. Now look, we're at an auto show, so there's an inverter here, ignore that.
It won't come with that.
It will not come with that. That'd be cool if it did though. This is the tried and true 2.0 liter EA888 4-cylinder.
Brian.
Yes, sir.
Is there a vehicle Volkswagen makes that doesn't have this? Just
the
that.
EV stuff. The EV stuff.
That's it.
Just that and then the other ones, ID4, ID, all those. This is such a dialed-in motor at this point. And I don't want to, I know some are going, oh, where's the VR6? And I hear you, the VR6 is super cool. This is just good. It's kind of like Ford's EcoBoost stuff. It's dialed, it works, it's good. And it actually harkens back to the Mark II GTI architecture. They've really just evolved this thing forever. It's good for 201 horsepower, 221 torque, compared to an 8-speed torque converted automatic, which for a lot of people, that's what they want over a dual clutch. It's probably a better fit for a crossover.
And this new one's 170 pounds lighter, so it should be quicker on that alone.
Absolutely, and so we're talking to the rep off camera here, and they've actually changed a lot of these suspension control arms to aluminum. Now the rear are steel, I just looked at that, but the front has some aluminum control arms to save weight, better fuel economy. The Germans do a good job with that. It does have 4Motion optional. This one has it, which is the Haldex style takeoff all-wheel drive system. Basically, if a front wheel slips, it can very quickly shoot power to the back. You're good to go. All that covered, let's check out the interior with Craig.
All right, it's all new. Let's get into the Tiguan. Let's see what we've got here. It's in between the G and the U, but kind of dead center, like that.
That's a quiet door.
SEL trim R-Line is what we're in. Automated hatch that doesn't make any noise. Did you hear that?
No beeping.
It just opened.
No bonging.
But
yep.
This is basically a hatchback. This is how you know. See this?
Yeah,
it's a hatchback.
It's like an old Golf.
So this is designed to hit your head.
No, it's not designed for that.
Oh no, it's not designed for that. I'm kidding. There's actually pretty room down here. Turn the light on, just kind of show the people. That's pretty good. It's not bad. You get cubbies down here on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Pull this up, and we've got a real spare tire.
Ooh, and a
sub.
in here. What kind of sub is it? Is it branded?
Doesn't say.
It's branded front.
But okay,
it's not a Bose.
And then
okay.
we got a little handle here. We pull those levers, and the seat folded down pretty quick and very simply. Let's do the other side real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Look at that. Boom, Bob's your uncle. And now look at all the room you have.
Craig,
Obviously, you can take this
Craig,
out.
Could you sleep back here?
One could say you could overlanded this. To the second row. Silence.
Wait. Beep, 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 beep.
All right, check out the second row. Let's start with the door. The door is not padded, interesting, but this is a mid-level market vehicle, so not really necessary. I do like this brown leather insert.
Very nice.
Looks really nice. Harman Kardon speaker even in the back, and a padded armrest with a door pull that works, but no place to put a phone. But I want to show the seat is still down because I wanted to show you how easy this goes back up. You just clip it right in. It's actually, look, it doesn't sound cheap. Like, it's a good handle. It clips in real nice. Okay, we're in the second row. I'm sitting behind somebody that probably is pretty short, but I've got a lot of room.
Yeah.
I do like this brown leather interior. This feels actually almost real leathery. It might be. Who knows?
Yeah. No. Okay. So this feels like the leather text.
Yes, and then this feels
like actual leather right here.
So that's really nice. In fact, I actually think they mentioned it's actually a special kind of leather, believe it or not. And then this is a nice armrest that works pretty good. You got
ergo.
Yes, good ergo. You got cup holders here. You can put your phone up here. That's actually kind of genius. They've solved the problem.
So you can have double the phones.
Double the phones. We could have 4 phones back here.
You have a burner phone
and then maps
and a real phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Brian, you got rear AC. You don't have rear AC control, but you do have heat seaters.
No.
And seat heaters, heat seaters, seat heaters. Rear AC, which is nice. You can't control it, but at least you get vents. That's really nice. And you get seat heaters.
Nice.
That's really good. And that's the first time I've said it all day without saying heat seaters.
Well, there's time.
USB-C, USB-A. But you do have heat seaters.
No.
And
seat heaters.
Seat heaters, heat seaters, seat heaters.
And
USB-C. And Brian, it's got a pano. Nervous.
Let's find out. Okay, hold on.
Can you recline the seat?
Before we get... No, you can't recline the seat.
Okay. Well.
Before we get judgmental of said car, this is on par with the full-size Ford Expedition with a pano. That's all I'm going to say.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I can slouch. I can slouch and make it fine.
An interesting thing I have noticed in this new EQB platform Tiguan, Brian, the previous Tiguan was really cool because it had very versatile interior.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't do the forward.
You could recline the seats and you could slide them forward and aft. You cannot do that in this one. I don't know if that's just this particular trim,
but
who knows, or it could be pre-pro.
So you had a third row option on the old one.
Yeah.
I don't see that here.
And who knows?
That's why the center moved on the old one.
And that could be specific to this trim. Who knows? Yeah. Let's move to the front row.
Let's do it.
All right, Brian, let's get in. Let's check the payload. First things first is XXXXX because it's a pre-production.
Okay.
Brian, we do get a padded door sill. Yeah, lots of X's. And then we get the nice leather trim again, of course, and we get a padded armrest with a big cubby for a big hydro flask or whatever it is you've got, an Nalgene, who knows. Listen, memory seats up here, it's on the side,
here.
built in the same over
here,
there?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. I'm sure
and up and down over here.
In the front, I'm gonna put it in my position because in the back, I realized it had a lot of rooms. The first thing we do is we put it down, and I'm gonna put it back a little bit, but we still have plenty of room back there. That's actually impressive. Steering wheel, let's see if it telescoping steering wheel. So I can actually put this in a pretty good spot depending on where I want to go. Decent sight lines, Brian. I will say the roof does come down really low. I think you're going to not be happy about that because you complained about the roofs being too low. I'm curious what you think.
The seat gets low enough though. I think it's okay.
Okay, so maybe not a problem there.
Yeah.
Instrument cluster is all digital. I don't know if we can get this going because we're in a
it's an auto show mode.
So it's an auto show mode, so we can't really, we don't have the key in here. But we do get plenty of physical buttons. I do like that on the steering wheel. You got your light controls, and Brian, new for this year with this new platform is the gear selector is actually on the column.
I like that.
Not buried anywhere in here and in the way. In fact, they even say in the press release, we put it there to get it out of the way so it frees up space.
It does.
Duh, automakers. It's been like that since the 80s.
Yeah.
We'll just go back to that.
It's the 60s.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like, Brian, you might have a screen in front of you. I can't tell.
No, it's just a pattern. It's like it's
Okay,
behind
it's
the
just a
gloss
pattern. I'm
strip.
sorry, just a pattern.
Well, it's
My
good,
bad.
though.
Haptic touch up here, Brian. What do you think about that?
Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that being said, yeah, it's still lame.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, though, I like the gray, the wood, the brown.
The saddle's nice.
That hadn't gotten too crazy, and then brushed aluminum.
Okay, all right.
But we also have piano black down here.
And this is the drive mode controller here, I'm assuming.
It looks like it. Yep.
Okay.
This does not close. Okay, so that's that.
Okay. Okay. But you do have the Volkswagen adjustable armrest, which is nice. Coming forward and back.
Yeah, that is really nice. Yes.
And it ratchets up and down. And you got a phone holder right here.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's actually kind of cool.
And that is a Qi charger as well, it does say.
Put that bad boy in, and boom, you're in business.
That's cool. And you've got USB-C down there.
Yeah. So,
okay, not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Overall, what's your take, Craig?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Can't wait to actually get one of these out on the road and drive them.
Yeah.
But at first glance, I like the improvements.
I like it. We should drive this thing in April. So get ready for that. Looking forward to it. And overall, very nice place to be.
Yeah, not bad.